What's going on, guys? Welcome back with another video with Washpreneurs. Today we're going to be taking care of one of the biggest and beautiful window cleaning jobs we've ever done here on the channel. Take a look at this beautiful home. So we got all these windows we're doing today. We got my boy Jacob in the cut. You already know we're taking care of. All right, guys, let's get right into the video. So as you can see here, I have my extension pole, my bucket, my brushes, my squeegees, everything that we need to get this job tackled. So everything you see here, I purchased from Home Depot. You can go ahead and purchase at your local Home Depot everything you see here for less than $100. Okay, obviously, let's just all get it clear. I charge more than $100 for this job. So what does that mean? It means I paid for my materials with my first job, as it would be for you if you go out and buy these materials. So just a little pointer and tip about these brushes I'm holding right here. I use them on a couple other jobs and I just don't like the squeegees on the back of them. So I went ahead and got two separate squeegees for me and Jacob there, just to make sure we get these windows nice and clean. So this house is currently still under construction. And as you can see here, we're using this little source of water because his water spigot still isn't finished. So we're just going ahead and clean the buckets out. And I'm gonna show you what chemicals I'm using to make sure you don't leave no streaks or anything on those windows. And you can see my extension pole there, and that is to make sure we get up on those windows that are 30 feet up there. You're gonna see that in the backyard. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the final result, and comment down below if you have any questions or if you think you would want to start cleaning windows. So the chemical I'm using right here is EBC Glide, and I got it from Home Depot, like I said. It makes sure that it doesn't leave any streaks when you're cleaning the windows. And I also found it very useful to take off a lot of the dirt and just grime buildup that is on the windows. So as you can see right here, I'm just putting one cap right into that one side, maybe two caps if you have a certain amount of water, or if you want to make sure you have a good job, you can just read the directions in the back and make sure you don't put too much. Go ahead and mix it with some Dawn soap. So this was actually recommended to me from other local window cleaners. I don't necessarily like to mess with this soap because it doesn't mix with SH well, but on this job we're not using any SH, so I went ahead and got the Dawn soap. So pour that in there and then make sure we get a good mixture with the brushes, and we're gonna go ahead and clean those windows. All right, guys, so I know the question you all been wondering, the question everybody has been wondering: Joseph, how did you get this job? Joseph, that's a beautiful house. How did you land that job? Well, let me give you the secret. Let me give you the sauce, okay? Networking. Networking is what is gonna get you clients like this. Not even clients, just relationships where you're accessible to do things like this. People who will put you in positions to do things like this, right? So I met the owner of this house at a networking meeting, and the networking meeting was actually on this property. So I ended up meeting him on his property. He told me everything about it. He introduced everybody, and it was a great thing. It's actually live on my YouTube channel. You can check that down. I'll leave the link in the description below. But that's exactly how I met him. And basically I took the courage to jump out there and ask him and talk to him about my business and ask him if he would like my service. But it wasn't as easy as you think. You have to sell yourself. You have to sell your service to this person, especially somebody who owns a house like this and a property like this. Look at that view right there, right? So at the end of the day, you need to be in a position to where you're selling your service and people trust you, okay? People believe your word and things like that. I got him from networking, which could be a form of marketing, right? I'm going to meet people, and not just because I want to get pressure washing jobs, no, because I want to meet more people. I want to have more resources because people can offer you more things, right? So that's the reason why I do that. But also there's different ways of marketing. There's things like SMS. So I actually texted this guy and I said, hey, we're doing a special on the window cleaning. Are you down to get it done? Boom, he said yes. And look where we are today, right? You can do emailing to commercial properties, things like that, cold calling. things like that you never know the outcome of, and you could just reach out to the people, and you might get a no, but then you follow up. Guys, you can see getting these windows clean. Jacob down there getting those windows clean. Yes, sir. And you can see what I'm using here, an extension pole with the brush here, 24 feet. Got the squeegees. I got the squeegee on the back end right here. And just showing you guys that you guys don't need 100% fancy equipment, you know, to do these kind of jobs. Yes, it makes life easier with the sometimes, but if you just don't have it right now, or you're just not able to afford it right now, you just showing you guys that it's still possible to get these jobs done. So stay tuned. All right, guys, you can see Jacob getting those windows done. I'm about to clean up there. But before I do that, let me tell you a quick application that you guys can download to help you grow your business. I just started using this app. It's called Jobber. I use it mainly for sending out estimates, sending out invoices, helping me stay organized when I book my jobs. All right. So, you know, there's going to be a point where you guys have too many jobs coming in and you just can't schedule it all on your phone or on paper or on your calendar. You don't have time or something like that. This app will help you. Keeps everything organized for you. It sends out text messages to your customers, lets them know that you're on the way to the job, lets them know that you're leaving the job and you're fully complete. So this job right here, I'm gonna get scheduled up, and you can see right here, I'm just gonna hit create estimate, put down window cleaning, and then send that to him. And once it's done, I'll click invoice and then get that invoice sent to him. Okay, so it makes life a lot easier for you as an entrepreneur when you're out doing everything and trying to get jobs. Okay, so if you guys want a free trial, 14-day free trial, click the link down in my description. And also you guys get 20% off your first 6 months. Try it now. All right, guys, so I got my extension pole here with my brush and the squeegee. We're about to tackle these windows up here. And guys, just shut up and do things in life, okay? You guys can't be scared to just go out and do this, okay? At first, I was intimidated to do this job. Why? I don't even know. And we're here doing it, all right? So it's just to show you that you might be intimidated. You might have thoughts or fears or whatever, but bro, just get out there and do it. You got to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, how do you want people that own properties like this to trust you? You understand? You got to believe in yourself, all right? So be confident, believe in yourself. When you're walking in that door, assume the sale. All right, let's go. I want to start talking about different things in each and every video, one specific thing, and this one is time management. So one thing about time management, I take it very seriously, because you tell somebody you're going to be there at a certain time, they're expecting you to be there. They're expecting you to do what you're supposed to do and do what you say, right? And 3 things that I feel like come with time management. Number 1 is trust. Number 2 is your word. And number 3 is your reputation, right? So those are 3 things that the customers have already if they booked you on the job, that you can lose just by not showing up on time or not doing what you say you're going to do. And so, especially your reputation, you know, they're going to say you show up late and things like that. So what do? Show up on time. When you say you're going to get there, make sure you get there. Give yourself space. If you're going to go pick up chemical, you're going to go pick up material, you got to get gas, whatever you do, give yourself some time to get to the job. All right. Also communicate with the customer. You text them when you're on your way. You text them when you're there. You know, things like that. That's what builds the trust and your word and your reputation. Okay. So that's just kind of how I look at things. So hope you guys enjoying the video. You know, I know I'm talking, but wait, we're gonna change up the content. We got a lot of big things coming, so stay tuned for that. And lastly, what I want to say is, what do you do now after you get a pressure washing job like this, right? Like, what do you do? Well, you can upsell things as far as a property like this if you think this is a one-time job, right? So this job, I only did the windows. I can upsell the house, the roof, whatever can come with it later down the road, or even that same day. You can reach out monthly, annually, if you want to get a window cleaning annually or monthly, or even a exterior wash, whatever. That's how you keep them, you know, a part of your family and your service and your business. Also, referrals. If he doesn't want anything to do with an upsell or a monthly service, ask for referrals, which is why time management is important. Ask for referrals. He will refer you. They will refer you to different clients, family, friends, things like that will bring you more business, okay? So just make sure you guys are staying on top of your word as beginners, even as long timers in the game, okay? Because it's not even just about business. You build that in life, in your personal life. When you say something, you do it. All right. So hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna shut up, let the music play. Let's get out of here. Washpreneurs out. All right, guys. So that is it for today. Got a beautiful window cleaning today, and I mean, you can zoom right through those windows there and see right through that. So you know, client was happy, homeowner was happy, we're getting paid, we got paid, and you know, it's definitely a learning experience. Definitely you get better as you go. This is the biggest window cleaning job I've ever done, so you know, we just keep growing. So expect something bigger and better every freaking time. So like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next one.